Hello and welcome to video number 11. In this video, we will learn how to import slides from another PowerPoint presentation and how to save our presentation in other formats. I have listed the things that we will learn in this video right here. I will now close this and I will open the presentation file that we created in our video number 10. Alt F4 to close this. I have my file explorer open and you can see the location here for my USB and our PowerPoint folder right here. We saved our presentation in the PowerPoint folder and it's right here. So I will double click to open this. And right here I have opened the PowerPoint presentation that we created from video number 10 and you can see we only have 6 slides here. So we would like to import another slide, which will be the last slide for our presentation, and we would like to insert that last slide after slide number 6. So to import a slide from another PowerPoint presentation, you can either right click on the last slide or right click on the slide where you would like to import that new slide next to. So I will right click on this slide number 6 because I would like to insert our new slide after slide number 6. So I will right click that and then I can click here, reuse slides. So if I click reuse slides, right here on my right side, I see the reuse slide column. And I can scroll down to see which PowerPoint presentation I would like to get a slide from. And I can click on that and import that slide or import several slides that I would like to import. So I will close that and I will show you a different way you can import a slide. So I'm making sure I have selected the last slide here because I would like to insert a slide after this slide. So if I were to insert a slide after slide number 5, then I would make sure that I have selected slide number 5. But since we are inserting after number 6, I'm selecting slide number 6 and I'm coming here to my ribbon on the home tab and then on the slides group, click on the new slide button arrow and then down here you can see reuse slides. Click on there and then again you see it opens for us the reuse slides column on the right side. So right here I would like to insert a slide from this slide Safari Kenya. So I will click on that and right here you can see the use source formatting is checked. That is fine with me because I have the same formatting for both presentation. If you do not have the same formatting or if you do not want to use the same source formatting, you can uncheck that box and I will scroll down to choose the slide that I would like to import. And right here you can say it says insert slide. So if I click insert this slide, it will insert the slide right here after slide number 6. So I will click on that. And right here you can see that I have inserted a new slide and now we have 7 slides. So I will close that. So I make sure I save this file, Control S. I will now show you how to create handouts by exporting your presentation to a Word document. So on your ribbon, click on the File tab to open the Backstage view and then scroll down and click on Export. And right here, you can click Create Handouts. And now you see we do have the option of creating the handouts in Microsoft Word. And what that does, it puts the slide and notes in a Word document. And from the Word document, you can edit and format the content. And if you link your Word document with your presentation, then anytime you update on your PowerPoint presentation, it will also update on your Word document. So click Create Handouts. And right here, you do see that we have different layouts in Microsoft Word. So if you choose Notes next to Slides, you will have an option to choose Paste Link. And as you update your PowerPoint presentation, it will also update on your Word document. For us, we only want to create the outline. So I will click Outline Only. And once I do that, you see I do not have an option to paste link. And because this is just an outline, so we cannot be able to paste link on the outline. So I will click OK. And depending how the speed of your computer is, then that's how long it will take to create the Word document. And right here now on my taskbar, I can see I have the blinking Word document right here. So I can click on that and I can see the outline that we created from our presentation. And one thing that you can notice on our Word document here, on this outline that we have just created, it has exported the formatting that we had on our PowerPoint. And by that, I mean the font size. And you can see the same font that we had on our PowerPoint. It's the same font that exported to the Word document. We had that title as 40, and you can see it's still same as 40. We had our bullets, but on this we had numbers, but it has exported this as bullets. So we had all that as bullets. And we can see as I scroll down, all our font size is the same as it was in the PowerPoint presentation. So I will save this, Control Home to go to the top of my document, and then F12 to save this. I will save this in the same location that we are saving our PowerPoint files. So I'm scrolling down to my location, that's my USB, and that's the folder that has our class. And I want to save this in a PowerPoint folder, and I will save this as Safari Presentation Handouts. And I can see my file path up here. I have named my file, and the extension is a Word document, and so I will press enter. I will close this, Alt F4 to close this, and now I'm back in our PowerPoint presentation. I will now show you how to save the presentation as a video. And before I do that, I would like to show you, in case you would like to change the timings for your transitions and animations, you can do that if you click on the Transitions tab. And then if you click right here on the timings, you can change the duration, and also you can change the duration for advanced slide. We can see right now we have a 2 seconds, and we also have a 2 seconds for the advanced slide. And I'll scroll down to make sure that we do have a transition for the last slide that we imported. And I will click on this slide that we imported. And I see we don't have the transition in that. And it's because we imported this and added this to our presentation, and we didn't add the transitions to it. So I will apply the same transition that I have on the others. And then I will make sure that we also have animations on this last slide. And so I will click on the animations tab and click on the placeholder, and I see we don't have animations on this one. So I will apply the same animations that I applied for the other slides, fly in, and I will change the effects. So I want that to appear as a paragraph, so I will keep it as paragraph. I will come here and I will change that to after previous. And I will keep the duration as 0.50. And now I would like to show you how to save this as a video, since we have made sure that we have all our timing set and we have transitions and animations to all our slides. So again, I will go to the File tab and open the Backstage view, and I will click on Export. And right here, I can see the option to create a video. So click Create a Video. And right here, you can see create a video. You export your presentation as a video that you can share with others. So I can choose what quality I would like for my video, and I can click on this arrow. You can choose either of these. So I will choose standard 480p. And then right here, I can choose to use the recorded timings and narrations. Or if I do not want to use the recorded timings and narrations, I can click that. So if you want to keep your recorded timings and narrations, you can click on that. If you do not want to use the recorded timings, you can select don't use the recorded timings. So I will leave it as don't use the recorded timings and narrations. And then I will click create video. And right now I see once I click create video, it opens for me the Save As dialog box. And it has the same location that I have saved our presentation. You can see the path up here. We are using the same name that we have for our presentation. And you can also see the Save As type is an MPEG video. So I will click Save or press Enter. And right here, it says some of media in this presentation cannot be included in this video. Do you want to continue without including the media? And I can say continue without media. And you can see right here on my taskbar, it's creating the video. Now, since the progress bar has disappeared here, meaning that our video has been created, I can open my File Explorer and I see the location where the video is saved in our folder, in our class folder. So to watch the video, I can double click to open the video. And right now I see our video has been created, and I'm not clicking anywhere to advance the video. It's using the narration that we set for 5 seconds. But if I want to skip forward, I can click there and I will skip forward. Now I will close this and I will open my PowerPoint app again. This time I would like to show you how to save your PowerPoint as a picture. So again, I'm coming to my File tab right here and then click on Export. And then I would like to change file type since I would like to save this as a picture. So change file type, and you see right here I do have an option for the PNG, and I also do have an option for a JPEG. So I will click PNG. You can click either of these, but I'll click this first option there, and then I will click Save As. And again, the Save As dialog box is open, and I can see my file path is correct. I'm not changing the name, but I see the Save As type here is a PNG. And so I will click Save or press Enter. And you can see right here we do have another dialog box open, and it's asking us which slides do you want to export. We can either choose one or we can choose all slides. I will click all slides, and then it says each slide in your presentation has been saved as a separate file in the folder, and this is our class folder. So I will click OK, and now I'll open up our File Explorer because I would like us to see the folder. This is the folder that has the pictures. So each slide is saved as a different picture. So and if I click on slide 1, I will expand this so you can see the picture. Every slide has its own picture. So if you would like to share your slides as a picture, you can take this folder, zip it and share, or you can share each slide separately as a picture. So I will go back to our PowerPoint presentation file, and this time I would like to show you how to save your presentation as a PowerPoint picture presentation. So click here on the File tab, and then click on Export, and then click Change File Type, and then right here on the Change File Type, I will click PowerPoint Picture Presentation. And what this does, it changes our presentation where each slide is a picture. And then I will click Save As. Again, we can see that opens for us the Save As dialog box, and I can see my file path is correct. So I would like to change the file name for this one, and I will bring my cursor right after the word Safari, and I will type picture. So our file name will be Safari Picture Presentation Finished File. And I can see the Save As type here is PowerPoint Picture Presentation. And now I can press Enter or click Save. And again, I get this screen tip here or this message. A copy of this presentation has been saved to our location. So I will click OK, and I will open my File Explorer, and I can see that file that we just created there. So I'm gonna double click to open that. And you can see now we have our Safari picture presentation file. So this is not a PowerPoint, it is a picture PowerPoint presentation. And the reason is because this now is saved as a JPEG picture. And if you click on any slide, you can see we have a picture format contextual tab right here. And it's because this now is a picture, it's not a slide. And you can click on this sizing handles to change the size of this picture. And another thing that you see here, the links that we had for Mount Kilimanjaro and Serengeti National Park in Tanzania, these links don't work anymore. And it's because now this is a picture. So now I will close this, Control S, and close this. And now I'm back to our PowerPoint presentation. So the next thing that I will show you is how to save this PowerPoint presentation as a PDF. Again, I'm coming to my File tab right there, and I'm clicking Export. And then up here, I can see create PDF XPS document. And I can see it's the one that is coming up here because it's the one that is on the top here, which is currently selected. So I will click on that. And what the PDF does before I click that, it preserves the layout, the formatting, the fonts, and images. And then the contents cannot be easily changed. So I will click that. And now I see again my file path is correct there. And I can expand that so we can see our entire path. We can see our path is correct there. We are keeping the same name for this one. And you can see the save type here, we are saving as a PDF. So if you want to make any changes, I can click on options. And I can either click on how many slides I would want, and I can adjust that. But we want to publish the entire presentation as a PDF, so I will click all. So right here, you can also see that you have publish options. So if you would like to publish the slides, you can leave it as slides. If you want handouts, you can change that to handouts. And then you can also choose how many slides you would like per page. If you would like that horizontal or you would like it vertical, you can choose that. I'm making sure that I'm changing that to slides. And then you also have an option to include the non-printing information. So I will leave those two checked. And you can also see here you have PDF options. So I will just click cancel. I don't want to make any changes there. And now I can click on publish. And now you can see we have saved that as a PDF. And each slide appears as an image on the page. And we also have each slide being separated by a border around each image. So as I scroll down, you can see that every slide appears as an image on a page. And you can also see the separation border right there. So I will close this. And I'm back to our PowerPoint presentation. So the next thing that I would like to show you is how to save as a PowerPoint slideshow. Again, I'm going to File tab and then click Export. I will click on Change File Type. And in this video, we have saved in different formats. We have saved our presentation as a PowerPoint picture presentation. We saved it as a PNG, and now we will save that as a PowerPoint show. And you can see you have different options here to save your PowerPoint presentation as. So I will click PowerPoint show, and then I will click Save As. And again, it opens for me the Save As dialog box, and I can change the name here. So I will change our name here to PowerPoint Presentation Slideshow. And you can see the save as type here is PowerPoint Show. So I will click Save or press Enter. And you can see here our name now has changed to Safari Presentation Slideshow Finished File. And I know you're thinking to yourself, why do we have to save this as a PowerPoint slideshow? And the reason is you're making the PowerPoint presentation to be available to people to watch as if they were watching the slideshow in a PowerPoint, even though they do not have PowerPoint installed in their computers. So I will close this. And once I close that, you can see right here we have a different icon for the PowerPoint slideshow. It's different from our PowerPoint presentation finished file right there. So I can double click to open this and we'll see how this opens. And you see you get a security alert here, and I trust the source because I'm the one who created this. So I will enable the external content and I will click OK. So if you receive a file and you do not trust the source, then do not open your file. But because we are the ones who created this, we can click that to enable content. And you can see right there it opened directly, not as a PowerPoint, but as a slideshow. And again, it's because I told you if you are sharing this with somebody who doesn't have a PowerPoint installed in their computer, they'll still be able to watch your slideshow. So, and I can use the arrow key to advance my slides, and then I can press Escape to exit. And once I press Escape, you see it closes the entire file and takes me back to my file explorer. So I will open our PowerPoint presentation file, and you notice the difference. This one has opened as a PowerPoint and the other one has opened as a slideshow. So next, I would like to show you how to print, and I will click Control P, and if you don't want to use the keyboard shortcut Control P, you can click on File and then you can click on Print. But that's several clicks. I would rather you use Control P and then it opens for you the backstage view and you can print your PowerPoint. So right here, you do have different options for printing. You can either decide to print a full page slide, which will be one slide on each page, or you can either decide to print the notes pages. You can also decide to print the outline. So by this one, we're just getting the outline, just like it was in a Word document. Or you can decide to print 2 slides on each page. You have different options here. You can either decide to print horizontal, print 3 slides, or print vertical. So right here, you have different options that you can choose from. You can also decide if you want to print the current slide or custom range, and if you choose custom range, then you can type here which slide and which slide you would like to print. I'm gonna put it back to print all slides. Another thing that you can do, you can edit header and footer, and right here you can decide to include your date and time either in your notes and handouts, or on your slide you can decide to include the date and time. You can also include the slide number on every slide, and you can also choose to include the footer, and then you can type whatever you want here for the footer. So I will uncheck all that. I don't want to include any of that, so I will uncheck that and uncheck that, and I don't have to apply anything. So if I were to check all this, then I would click apply to all. So I will cancel that. I just wanted to show you if you were to add the headers and the footers or the page number and date and time to your presentation as you print it. So I will cancel that. And another thing that I would like to show you, if you want to change the orientation, you can click on there and choose between portrait and landscape. You can also change the color if you want to print pure black and white, or if you want to print color. I will escape to get out of the backstage view. The other thing that I would like to show you is the file properties. So I'll click on File and then I will click Info, and right here you can see we have the properties. So right here you can see the author's name and last modified by. But if you click on that arrow and click Advanced Properties, right here you can see that you have the option to change the title to your presentation, and I can leave that as Safari. So the subject for our presentation, I can type that the Great Migration, and then I can type the company if this is for a company, and then the author, I can change the author. I will put my last name there since I just changed my last name. So I'll put that there and then I'll click OK. And you can see that has updated here. If you want to see all properties, you can click Show All Properties right there. If you would like to add the category of your presentation, you can click there and then you can type the category is Traveling Adventures. And now I will click Escape to go back to our PowerPoint presentation, and I will Control S to make sure that I'm saving our file. So now this is the end of our video number 11, and in this video we have learned how to import slides from another PowerPoint presentation, and we have learned how to create handouts by exporting our presentation to Word. We have also learned how to save presentations in other formats and how to print our PowerPoint presentation, and also we learned how to edit the file properties. So thank you, and I will see you in our next video.